Today I'm fishing an incoming tide. It's dead low tide right now, so I'll be fishing the beginning of the incoming tide. Hopefully I'll be able to get on some redfish. The water is really shallow and it's really calm, so I might even be able to sight cast. If you're interested in this spot that I'm fishing today, I made a video about it showing where to fish, and it's part of my Patreon, and you get access to that video with 2 other fishing spot videos on my Patreon if you sign up. I'll have a link down in the description if you're interested, so go check that out. Starting the day looking for redfish with a 1/8 ounce jig head and a Bass Assassin electric chicken paddle tail. And I'm in probably 1.5 foot of water right now. Okay, so no bites yet. I'm gonna switch to a gulp shrimp on a 1/4 ounce jig head to fish the deeper parts of these docks. So it's been a while and I haven't seen much activity. I'm switching to the bait that I rely on the most, which is a gulp swimming mullet. And now that I'm using this, I'm very confident that if there are fish, that they're gonna hit this. If they won't hit this, they won't hit anything. Okay, I'm not 100%, but I think I just spooked a school of redfish. It's not the best thing, but at least tells me there's some around here. Gives me more confidence to cast more and try to find fish. I found fish feeding in schools of bait. There's a hit. You can just tell when they attack the bait like that it's something feeding. It's a nice, probably keeper red, not big, and it came off. Wow, okay. There's more. They got this bait up here and they are smashing it. See if I can hook another one. Right up there, right where I'm pointing my pole, something just did it again. Those are probably bigger fish than what I just had hooked too. So I'm just gonna keep a safe distance and cast around there. Try not to spook the fish. They're up in like 1 foot of water maybe. That's how deep it is up there. Cool, it just went out there. I wonder if I can get it in front of them. Yep. Got it. Not a giant. I think it's bigger than the last one though. I'm in 1 foot or less. Oh, this is a lot bigger than what I first thought. Yeah, I'm in less than 1 foot of water right now, so seeing them swim around is pretty easy with no wind like this. Yeah, it's definitely a decent one. Upper slot probably. Yeah, you can see the bottom really good right here. Really shallow. Got him on the gulp swimming mullet. Took a while to find a decent school of them, but you know, once you find them and get a good cast, they'll hit. I definitely wouldn't say there's tons of fish at this spot, but there's some. Yeah, that's a upper slot fish. It's only a 15-pound leader, so I'm gonna have to net it so I don't break my line or anything. definitely my favorite way to catch redfish, sight casting in super shallow water. I think this is gonna be like 20 inches, maybe a little bit bigger. Yeah, probably a little bit bigger than 20 inches. Yep, gulp swimming mullet. It's always what I resort to when I'm not catching fish. Measure this fish, and then I'll let it go and go for some more. Okay, looks like it's gonna be bigger than I thought. If I can get it to lay on the board. 25 inches. So that's 2 inches over the limit for keepers. So it's not a bad sized fish. Just the last one I caught was like 31 inches, so this one feels small compared to that one. 25-inch redfish caught in about 1 foot of water. Alright, here goes the release. Didn't have it out of the water long, so I'll revive it a little bit and let it swim away. There it goes. If you're interested in purchasing any of the gear that I'm using today, including my favorite lure, the gulp swimming mullet, I'll have links down below in the description of this video where you can buy them at, so go check that out. If you're enjoying this video so far, please don't forget to leave a like, and also subscribe if you're new to the channel. Oh my god. Well, I see a school in front of me, but I have a wind knot in my line from casting. Oh, and I don't think I'm gonna get that untangled. I think I'm gonna leave it and take a cast at the school while I still have an idea of where they are. Oh, right up here. Yeah, I can't even cast with this. Right up here there's some fish, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get them. Stupid knot. Yeah, I can't even cast this. Okay, I managed to get that knot out of my line, but I lost track of where those fish were, so gotta start looking for fish again. Alright, I kinda just ran over another school. That's not really good, because it scares them off. There's some fish around here. Hopefully I can get at least one more, because the last few times I've been in here, I haven't been able to hook a fish, but I've seen redfish feeding really aggressively in here the last couple times I've been in this creek. Hopefully I can catch one today. So right now I'm using a gulp shrimp on a 1/4 ounce jig head, and actually the reason why I'm using a shrimp is because I'm seeing lots of shrimp in here, so figured that increases my chances of a fish hitting my lure. Well, I went pretty far up in this creek and there were lots of shrimp, but I didn't see any redfish activity this time. Okay, going back out on the flat again. Tide's come up a little bit. I'm gonna start looking for more fish. Right in the grass. It's up in the grass right now. It's a red. It's a keeper size red. I wasn't getting any hits on the popping cork, so I put it away. Of course, I'm using the gulp swimming mullet. Haven't really caught fish on anything else besides the gulp swimming mullet. And this fish swallowed it too. Probably a 16, 17 incher. It was right in the grass and about 1.5 foot of water. I'm gonna make one attempt to get the hook out without hurting the fish. If I can't, then I'll leave it in to rust out so that I don't hurt the fish anymore. And that is shrimp that it's been eating. So you can tell. Actually, this is not a bad sized fish. It's probably 18 inches. Let's get a quick measurement and then let it go. Eh, 19.5 inches. Nice keeper size for around here. That's the third redfish of the day. Not the best day of fishing, but at least I'm catching fish. Here goes the release. That fish swallowed the hook and it didn't swim away very strong, but it did swim away. Hopefully it survives. One thing I want to say about today's video is, I mean, the fish are biting good, but it just doesn't seem like there's as many around here as I expect. So there's definitely better spots to fish, but there are redfish around here. A lot of moving around, a lot of casts. It's what you gotta do to find them. They're not exactly schooled up too much until the tide's really low, and then once they start going up in the grass, they kind of spread out. But you can still find them for sure. And when I do end up finding fish and hooking one, they're feeding aggressively. So it's not like the fish aren't biting, it's just you gotta find them. Well, I definitely wasn't able to consistently catch fish today, but I mean, caught 3 decent sized reds, so it's not the worst day of fishing. So this is a good beginner kayak fishing spot because the boat ramp is very convenient. It's really close to the spot where you can find some reds. I definitely recommend this area for beginner kayak fishing. But in my next video, you're definitely gonna see me fishing a better spot. I should have a lot more luck. So if you're a beginner kayak fisherman and you wanna check out this spot, support the channel on Patreon. There'll be a link down below, and it'll be one of the 3 fishing spot videos that I've made that you'll get access to. This is gonna be the end of the video today. It really was not a bad day. I was able to sight cast a nice 25-inch red in really shallow water, so that was a really fun part. Had a couple other opportunities, and then I had a knot in my line and I lost track of the school. So it was still a fun day of fishing. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you have your own kayak and fishing gear and want to do a guided trip with me, send me an email for details. Thank you for watching.